So you are formally invited to a sleepover with me, where right here at my apartment, right now. It is happening right now. We're at the sleepover. Sorry for the short notice. Also, it is now illegal to click off this video. You have to enjoy the sleepover with me whether or not you wanted to. I've held you hostage. Okay. This is kind of weird. You're not held hostage. That was a joke, but yeah, I hope you accept my invitation and you're here to stay for our sleepover. I got this video idea from Ava Jules, love her, so shout out to her for the video idea. And I was just thinking about the last time I had a sleepover was probably in high school, and I'm now 23, about to be 24. I might actually be 24 by the time you see this video because my birthday is very soon. That means it's probably been at least 5 years since I had a proper sleepover. So yeah, I thought, who better to invite to my sleepover than all of you guys? And when I was at the sleepover age, I was not into books at all. I was just picturing what it would be like if I was into books in high school. I'm just imagining sleepovers of book shopping, buddy reading books together, staying up all night because we've hit that part in the book where we're obsessed and cannot put it down. And it just sounds magical. So you're never too old to go on a sleepover, and we're doing it. We're having the best book sleepover of our lives. It is currently like 4 p.m. and I feel like that's a pretty good time to start a sleepover. Since it is still light outside, I think we should go book shopping, and we'll probably get the same book, you know, so we can buddy read it later tonight. And yeah, let's go book shopping. All right, I just got to Barnes & Noble's. I am so excited. I've done so many book shopping videos, but Barnes & Noble still makes me the most excited. It just feels like home, and I don't know why, but it does. This is the sequel to It Happened One Summer, which I loved, so I will be reading this book at some point. Circe by Madeline Miller. I loved The Song of Achilles, and I do want to read more Greek mythology. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I know people love it, but I've also heard some people say it's kind of slow. I have never heard of this book before, but I thought the cover was gorgeous, and the description on the back sounded like nothing I would typically read, but also super intriguing at the same time. I love Karen M. McManus's books and really want to read some more by her. Then I found this really tiny book on the shelf, never heard of it. It's called Sleepily Ever After, Bedtime Stories for Grown-Ups, and it was literally so tiny and cute. Then I went to the classics section. I go to this section every single time I'm in Barnes & Noble's because I just think the covers are so gorgeous. And then this book also caught my eye, Ophelia After All. It's about a teen girl navigating drama, friendships, the end of high school, and discovering her queerness. The Truly Devious series looks so good. It involves a fancy private school, kidnapping, puzzles, and I've honestly had my eye on this series for a while now. Also, look at this ladder. This is like my book dream, to have a bookshelf so big that I need a ladder. Oh my gosh, there's so many books that I want to get, and now I'm so torn. I came in here with like a mission, and that mission is derailed. I want like 5 books. Okay, I've resorted to Goodreads, and I'm just gonna pick the books with the highest rating. So I'm gonna look them up, and then I'll see you guys in the car for the ones that I'm picking. I just got out of Barnes & Noble's, and I ended up getting, drum roll please, The Love Hypothesis and Hook, Line, and Sinker. I debated so hard between these two and The Spanish Love Deception because the amount of times I've heard people talk about Aaron Blackford, who is the main male character in The Spanish Love Deception, is crazy. Like, people are in love with that man, so I desperately need to read that book, but I really wasn't trying to buy 3 books today, which I know 3 itself isn't that many. I've just been doing a lot of book shopping recently, so I just went with these 2. My book shopping habits are kind of silly and illogical because I go book shopping kind of frequently, and I know that I will buy The Spanish Love Deception at some point, but it just makes my wallet feel better if I don't buy so many books at once, even though I will literally probably buy it like next week. So it doesn't make any sense. Should we read Hook, Line, and Sinker or The Love Hypothesis? To be honest, since this is the sequel to What Happened One Night, I'm a little more excited about this one just because I'm already invested in the characters. But I have heard so many good things about The Love Hypothesis. I feel like it's been hyped up to me so much for so long, so I also really want to know what all the hype is about. So I'm so torn. The last book that I read was Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. It's a library book, which is why it has this yellow on the spine. And it was so good. My heart, like, still thinking about this book, I'm like, in freaking love. Anyway, this whole tangent about the last book I read was all to say that because this book was so good, I'm just in the mood for another like mega home run of a romance book, and I feel like that's gonna be The Love Hypothesis, just based on what I hear. Plus, since we are at a sleepover and you may not have read It Happened One Summer, the first book in this series, I feel like it makes more sense to start The Love Hypothesis. Let's go read The Love Hypothesis. And then I'm gonna add hook, line, and sinker to my bookshelf. My bookshelf is color organized and I feel like it fits in best right here. Ooh, yeah, that's perfect. Also, Big Little Lies, I don't know where to put it in my color organization. It's like blue-gray. Like, do I put it in the whites? Do I put it in the blacks? Or do I keep it where it is in blue? I don't know. Please tell me your opinion. Okay, it's time to start The Love Hypothesis. I am so giddy, like I haven't even started the book yet. And I just feel like it's gonna be such a good one. To be honest, I don't really know much about this book at all. I know that it involves like science and labs to some extent. Oh my God, yes, obviously, clearly by the cover, I would know that. Thank you, Ali, for stating the obvious. But I am pretty sure that it has fake dating, which is one of my favorite tropes, if not my favorite trope. Also, people always comment on me wearing 2 different socks because I'm basically never wearing matching socks. It's not really intentional, it's just that my socks are no-show socks, so you can't tell if they're matching or not, so why would I put in the effort to make them match? Anyway, that is a very unimportant side tangent. Let's start Love Hypothesis. Oh my gosh, okay, I just finished page 10 and the cover happened. This right here just happened. Just like right out the start. That really just happened. If you know, you know. I love books that just start out with a bang. Like some books, it takes you a little bit of time to get into them, which there's nothing wrong with, but this book, like I'm already hooked on page 10 and I am so excited to see what happens next. I just finished chapter 3 and now I'm at the beginning of chapter 4, and at the start of each chapter there's like a little hypothesis that is like foreshadowing for the chapter, and I think that's so cute. Like this chapter says, hypothesis, Adam Carlson and I have absolutely nothing in common, and having coffee with him will be twice as painful as a root canal without anesthesia. And I love that, like I said, it's like a foreshadow for what's gonna happen in that chapter. And it is indeed fake dating. I was right and I'm so excited. I just finished page 84/chapter 4 and I think I'm gonna go make dinner now because I'm getting hungry. But so far I really like the book. It's giving me big beach read vibes just in the style that it's written. I've never read a book by Ali Hazelwood before, but she has such good banter, just like Emily Henry with beach read. And I feel like the pacing is really good. Like I have not been bored at all. And yeah, so far I can tell that I feel like it's gonna be at least a 4-star read. Hopefully a 5-star read. Also, look at my bookmark. It's this little guy and he like sticks out over the book. I think it's so fun. Okay, let's go make dinner. All right, I'm making some pasta, and while I'm making dinner, I wanted to talk to you guys about school. I know that school can be so stressful. As someone who is now a college grad, I have been through 17 years of schooling, and I've had so many nights where I was so beyond stressed about homework and had put so much pressure on myself to get perfect grades. So I wanted to let you guys know about a place that can help you relieve some of that stress. Brainly is a 24/7 homework helper, and they are the sponsor of today's video. I like to think of them as like the older sibling I never had that's there to give credible advice and guidance. And I'm an only child, if you didn't know that. So literally the older sibling I never had. And like I said, I definitely felt the pressures of school, so I wish I knew about Brainly when I was in school, because you get expert verified answers to your homework and you can get one-on-one live help from experts. There are tabs for asking questions. You can literally take a picture and get a step-by-step solution for an equation, among many other things. I also know I was the worst about asking for help. I'm still bad about it, but I especially was when it came to school things. So I just want to let you guys know that you can ask for help and you deserve to ask for help. So get the help you deserve by checking out Brainly. And you can try the Brainly app for free. I will have the link in my description. And I would love to check up on you guys in the comments. That's what sleepovers are for, catching up, making sure everyone's doing good. So let me know, how has your school year been? What class has stressed you out the most? And after you check out Brainly, let me know your favorite things about it and how it's helped you. Okay, let's get back to cooking because I'm starving. And dinner is done. I made pasta with a jar of red sauce, but then I added a little cream and cheese just to make it a little yummier than the jar sauce. And then I also made sausage and zucchini. And then I also got this package in the mail literally while I was cooking dinner, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is, and if it's what I'm expecting, then I'm really excited because it came just in time. It's a tray for my bathtub so that I can like read, put a glass of wine or something on the tray. So I was thinking after dinner, having a bath and doing some more reading. And don't worry, this video isn't about to get weird. I will be wearing a swimsuit. And then I also got some cookies from Whole Foods. I swear, these are the best cookies I have ever had in my entire life. They're the bake at home brown butter cookies, like I said, from Whole Foods. So I'm gonna make some cookies, heat up the bath, and then we're gonna do some reading, some cookie eating. We're in the bath and it's so cute. I'm so glad I got this thing. It's got like a wine glass holder, enough space for my cookies, which by the way, this looks so good. And then I got a bath bomb from Lush. This is actually my first time buying anything from Lush, so I'm really excited because I feel like I've heard such good things about them in general, but especially their bath bombs. And look how colorful she is. I hope this bath is rainbow. Okay, we're doing it. Oh my gosh, it's so colorful. It's kind of making the water like the grossest yellow ever, but the like foamy bubbles are like purple and pink, and I love that. I'm gonna let this bath bomb keep fizzing, and I'm gonna continue reading The Love Hypothesis. My bookmark just fell in the water. This is dangerous. Okay, I just finished page 94, chapter 5. And I'm thinking about reading a little bit of Hook, Line, and Sinker. This book is so good and I am obsessed, and I will be finishing this probably within the next few days, but I'm really curious about Hook, Line, and Sinker. Oh, interesting. Okay, the prologue of this book is all text messages. I just finished the prologue and so far it's really cute. I can't remember if I talked about what It Happened One Summer is about, but I did mention I know that this is the sequel to It Happened One Summer, and It Happened One Summer is about this girl and she's living the LA lifestyle, kind of a diva, and her dad sends her away to live in this small town because she got in big trouble in LA. And so she's forced to move to this fishing town, and that's where she meets Brendan, who's kind of like this like grumpy fisherman, so it's Grumpy Sunshine. And then the sequel is about Hannah, which is the girl from the first book's sister, and Fox, who is Brendan's friend. And I feel like that's so fun that it like involves the same world and the same characters, but we're following two different characters' love stories. I love romance series because you like really get to follow and get into the characters, but sometimes if the series follows the same couple throughout the whole series, I get kind of bored because my favorite part is the characters getting together. So if they get together in the first book and then there's like a bunch more books in the series, then I just feel like it's a little bit less exciting. So I'm glad in this book we have a whole new couple that's going to be getting together throughout the book. I read a little bit more and then I decided to get ready for bed, and by the way, this water looks like pure mud water. Like, it looks so disgusting, but it smelled really nice and my skin felt really soft afterwards. I just got all ready for bed and now I'm gonna do my skincare routine. To be honest, I always forget to do my skincare routine. I do it like once a month because I'm so bad at remembering, and I definitely need to do better about that. It's so weird, like, getting older. Not that I'm even that old. I'm 23 as of right now when I'm finishing this, and I could just like never ever in a million years when I was younger imagine getting older, having wrinkles. Like, that thought is just so crazy. So a skincare routine just never felt very important. So I'm trying to be better about skincare. I'm also curious how my book tastes will change as I get older. I really feel like they're not going to change at all. Like, I love YA books, despite the fact that I haven't been in high school for some years. I feel like there are romance books for pretty much all ages, like the Off-Campus series, college age romance, The Love Hypothesis. She's literally in grad school. Emily Henry and so many more like her have their characters set like late 20s, early 30s. So I really feel like I'm gonna be reading the exact same books like 10 years from now. I feel like this is the point of the night where at sleepovers we would just stay up for hours unexpectedly talking. I will say though, before I go to bed, that it has been so cool making book videos the past however many months. I think I made my first book video in September, so in not that many months it'll have been 1 year. It is just like such a cool community to be a part of. Even when my book videos were getting like 100, 200, 300 views, I just like loved messaging people in the comments or DMs on Instagram and like discussing books and giving recommendations and getting recommendations. I don't know, it's just like the most wholesome, like special community on the internet to be a part of, I think. And also just becoming a big reader has been like so nice and so fulfilling. I can't believe that I stopped reading for fun in like 8th grade and haven't picked up a book outside of having to read one for school since then. Especially getting into romance books, because as a kid I loved like Harry Potter, Hunger Games, like all the classic kind of like fantasy books, and I have always been a big sucker for like really cheesy romance movies, but I never got into romance books since I stopped reading for fun at such a young age. So I don't know, it's so cool now getting to explore such a huge genre of books that I had never even picked up prior to September. The way like a book can make my heart so giddy is just crazy. A book can make me more giddy than a boy ever could. Don't tell my boyfriend I said that. No, I'm just kidding. But it is crazy like how much books can make us feel. And with that yawn, I think I may be going to bed, but I will see you guys for breakfast. I will be making you guys some breakfast. I feel like that is sleepover courtesy. Good morning. I just made breakfast. I would have made you some, but you wouldn't have been able to eat it. I made me some eggs on some toast. I used to eat eggs every single day for breakfast, and then I got so sick of them and I stopped eating eggs for years, and this is now my return to eating eggs. It's not my first egg bite ever in 3 years, just eggs for breakfast. Okay, we're doing it. I'm doing it. Not very good. But I remember as a kid having a lot of really impromptu sleepovers. Like I'd be hanging out at a friend's house and it would just get late and I'd call my parents and tell them I was sleeping over. So I wouldn't have any clothes. I wouldn't have like my toothbrush, nothing like that. So then in the morning, I'd be so ready to go home as soon as I woke up just to shower and brush my teeth. But I would somehow always get roped into staying and hanging out for way longer. Anyway, I won't rope you into staying and hanging out with me all morning, so I'll let you go home here. Thank you so much for coming to my sleepover. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to doing it again sometime. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.